to Mini Messy. I hope you've had a good week. Now, for all of you that were here for last week's Mini Messy, you heard the story of Abraham, the way he counted the stars and listened to God's amazing promise. Well, this week we're learning about Abraham's wife, called Sarah, and the way that she listened to God's promise that they were going to have a baby, even though they were very, very, very old. Let's hear all about the story as Tony tells us before we come back and make a very, very special Mini Messy craft.
Sarah's smiling son. Sarah wraps her arms, Sarah wraps her heart around her smiling son, whose smile is like the rising, shining sun. 1 year ago, I was given a promise, but my mind said no. Sarah shakes her head at the words she'd said. Sarah can't believe she would ever receive this miracle child. Abraham and Sarah had dreamed of this day. Abraham and Sarah had longed for this day. And now it is this day. Hooray, hooray! The sun beams with joy on a smiling baby boy. Sarah wraps her arms. Sarah wraps her heart around a smiling son, whose smile is like the rising, shining sun. Nothing is too hard for God, are the words Abraham said 1 year ago. 1 year ago, Sarah had thought a big fat no. 1 year ago, there was no hope of a baby to show. Sarah wraps her arms. Sarah wraps her heart around her laughing son. Isaac, she cries. Isaac, she smiles. Your name means laughter, today and ever after. Sarah wraps her arms, wraps her heart around the smiling son, whose smile is like the rising, shining sun.
You might know that this Sunday is a very special day because it's Mothering Sunday. Because we've been thinking about Sarah being a mum, we could think also about our own mums. This week we're going to make them a very special Mothering Sunday card. So I've got all my bits here. I've not quite finished it, but I've used felt tip pens this week. I've used some little gems, and I found a photograph of my mum and I've cut her face out of it. You could draw a picture of your mum instead, or a picture of a flower or anything. I've not finished. I've been getting some fancy paper and I've cut some flowers out of that, and I've stuck some gems on, and I'm going to add that to the card. Now, when you get your card, it won't look quite like this because it's a printout, and your printout will look like this. It seems funny to have a word upside down, but watch carefully and it won't stay upside down. So first of all, you need to fold it in half, corner to corner, put it down when your corners are matching, and then push it away and make the fold at the top. Again, we need to do the same thing again. Magically, look, the word inside now isn't upside down. So corner to corner. When it's just in the right place, then push it back on a flat surface, and there you've got your Mother's Day card. Now, it looks a little bit plain, doesn't it? But that's okay, because you can decorate it however you like. Let's go back to mine. I'm going to finish it off. I think my mum is going to really love this special card because there are no other cards in the shop just like it. What about that? On the back of the card, I've left a space for a special prayer. It says, "Dear God, thank you for my mum. Thank you most of all that my mum," and there's a space there for you to say something that you're thankful about before you give this to your mum, because she'll love to read your special prayer. So have a think about it and have a lovely Mother's Day this Sunday.